Hi, it's Kieran Webb, the London Barber, and welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I want to answer some questions because I did a little thing on Instagram basically where, you know that thing you can do on stories where you put the tag on, you say, do you have a question for me, or, you know, whatever. I basically did one of those. I put a sticker up and I said, does anyone have any questions for me? And to my surprise, quite a few of you did. So, I want to answer those questions today and give you some of the answers. I did do it on Instagram as well, but I thought I'd make a video of it as well anyway. Let's get into it. Question number 1 is from IG.BradleyBell. He says, how far do you travel for work? Well, Bradley, I kind of travel really far, to be honest, because I will travel anywhere in the world for work. As some of you may or may not know, I've been cutting Zayn Malik's hair for quite a few years, and one time when Zayn needed his haircut, he actually flew me to Australia in Melbourne, and yeah, that was a very long haul flight, 2 flights in fact, to get over to Melbourne. And I flew out there, this was back in the 1D days, and I flew over and I cut Zayn's hair in Australia. So I will pretty much travel wherever I need to go in order to achieve the work. So there you go, I'll travel pretty far. Question number 2, Will Harold Photography, I believe it is. He asked me, can I work with you on a shoot? Well, if you want to work with me on a shoot, or you'd like me to do the hair for a shoot, as this is for all the photographers, get in contact. Let's get in contact with me and give me a brief, and let's see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. That's the best I can say. Question number 3 is from D. Farden. What's your favourite tree? My favourite tree? Do you have favourite trees? I don't really have a favourite tree, if I'm honest. No idea. Okay, so question number 4. It wasn't actually a question. It's just Michelle Smith, I guess, says, please tell Joe I love him because I don't think he'll ever notice me / I won't ever meet him. Well, there you go. Mr. Sugg, this young lady loves you, and what more can I say? There you go. Question number 5. Again, it's not really a question. My friend Wes says he wants a cuddle. This is not a question. Weirdo. Anyway. Question number 6 is from Gresswell Casey. It says, what got you into doing hair? It's a good question. I'll tell you what got me into doing hair. I used to go to a local salon to get my hair cut all the time, and I really loved the vibe and the energy that was in that shop. And at the time I was working, if any of you have ever seen a Quit My Dream Job, I used to work in satellites when I was younger. I did TV work, and it was extremely boring for me. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't the job for me. And I used to go to this salon. I used to think, like, I really love the vibe in here. Everyone's having a laugh and a joke and having a lot of fun. So yeah, maybe I'll give this a go. And so I went and I tried to get a job working in that shop. I knew the owner of the shop. Unfortunately, she wasted my time, and she had an interview with me but said to me afterwards, well, I don't have a job for you anyway. So I didn't really understand the point and purpose of the holding of the interview. But after that, I didn't give up. I decided that I would write down the top 5 salons that I felt were where I would want to work in London, and on that list of names was a salon called Trevor Sorbie. And I contacted them, they got back to me, they gave me an interview, I got the job, and voila, I became a hairdresser. So there you go. That's what got me into doing hair, just because I thought it would be really good fun. Question number 7 is from bubbly.sug. It says, who's the most famous person you've ever met? I've met a lot of famous people, to be honest. Paul McCartney. I met Paul McCartney. If you don't know who Paul McCartney is, he is from the Beatles. You should know who Paul McCartney is. I met Tom Hardy the other week. He was really cool. Obviously I used to work with Zayn. I've worked with loads of different people. So yeah, I've met quite a few really famous people that are really like big famous guys. Paul Weller, Liam Gallagher, you know, etc. So I met quite a few famous people, yeah. Question number 8. Again, it says, Smiley Joe says, not a question, but I'm in love with the Sug hair shirt. Good, I'm glad about that. Make sure you get yourself one. You can find them on thelondonbarber.shop, and you can go and pick yourself up one of the TLB haircut tee. It is made using Joe Suggs hair, as we've kind of found out, but yeah, you can pick yourself one up on the merch website. It'll be linked in the description below. Question number 9 is from the same person, from Smiley Joe, and they ask, how many clients do you work with in your day-to-day life? It depends, because no 2 days are the same for me. I'll either be doing a photo shoot, or I could be doing clients, and if I do a client day, I usually give my clients around about an hour to cut their hair, so it's really dependent on myself and how many I want to do on that day, etc. So it's really hard to tell, but you know, you can cut anyone from 5 to 15 people and more sometimes, but depending on whether you give everyone, if you use the full hour, if you finish the haircut quicker, then obviously you can fit more people in. But yeah, I generally don't cut that many people just because I have a very small client base, but hopefully soon I should be able to open up my books to a lot more people, because hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a new space to cut from, and then I can take on a lot more new clients. Okay, question number 10. Beck Hable asks, do you cut girls' hair at all? Yes, I do. If you also watch the I Quit My Dream Job video, you'll see that I used to work for a company called TG. TG, if you don't know the company TG, they created the brand Bedhead, and I worked for Bedhead for around 8 years. I used to be a hairdresser, and I used to work in their academy in London, and I used to teach from that academy. That's actually where I met Alice. So yeah, I do cut women's hair. I really enjoy cutting women's hair, and I mainly do men's hair nowadays, as most of you know, but as I said before in my previous question, if I do end up getting this new space and I can cut from it, I will take on female clients as well. Cool. Question number 10. Phoebe Rosborough says, where did you train? As I mentioned before, I was working at Trevor Sorbie, so I trained at Trevor Sorbie. I started training at Trevor Sorbie, and then I left and I moved to TG, and I continued to work and learn at TG, and I basically kind of taught myself quite a bit of what I know. But yeah, I would say that I started training at Trevor Sorbie, I finished off that training and became an educator and worked at TG thereafter. So a combination. Question number 11. This is from Espanas. He says, what is the hair trend for men for 2019? Obviously we're nearly in 2019 now. Look, I think that what's important to understand is how trends are created, more so than what is the hairstyle that will become the trend for that year. A lot of things have influence over what becomes a trend, and what starts off a trend can sometimes be that a celebrity cuts their hair and everyone looks at that and thinks, wow, that's a great haircut, I want to have that done, and so the trend begins to have that particular style. It can be based around a musician that people love, or it can be based around movies, because a lot of the times a new movie will come out, a movie's got really nice hairstyles in it, and everyone starts to be inspired by that particular hairstyle or that particular celebrity that's in that movie's hairstyle, and so that then starts off a trend. That being said, I do believe that, you know, guys will still keep their hair short. Some of them will still keep it short. I personally have started to regrow my hair back out. You can see this stuff's much longer now again on top, and it's all being pushed back. So I think that styles wise, I would say that tapers are really going to be good, because they, in the winter time, it's not like having a short, sharp, heavy fade done. You keep some of the hair, but it blows out the two areas in the front and the back around the nape and the temple area, and that will allow you to keep that sort of really clean, sharp look whilst maintaining more hair on your head shape. Alright, so there you go. That's how I think trends are started. So, you know, let's see what happens and see where the fashion takes us. Question number 12. Dawn YMB73 says, are you enjoying vlogging as much as you hoped you would? Yes, I am. I love vlogging. I really enjoy it. It's just sometimes a little bit difficult for me to always film stuff because I physically have to do things. So it's not like I can just take the camera all the time and film everything, unfortunately. I'm going to try my hardest. But yeah, I really enjoy vlogging. I love doing it, and you know, I love seeing the feedback from you guys and seeing what you say, and if you've enjoyed or not enjoyed the video. You know, I really enjoy reading the comment section and seeing what you guys have to say, and you know, I really appreciate all of the support and the love that you guys show to me. So yeah, I enjoy vlogging very much. Question number 13. Do you think a dinosaur could fuck up the dragon from Game of Thrones? This question was put in from Alice. That's a typical Alice question, actually. She would always say stuff like that. But in all honesty, I guess it would depend which dinosaur. I mean, the dragon's pretty big, right? So if it was maybe a T-Rex and the T-Rex was able to like grab the dragon with its mouth before the dragon, the fire, because I don't think anything survives the fire, right? You know, it's a bit cheating, really, blowing fire at things. So I guess in answer to that question, Alice, I do believe a dinosaur could, but it would have to grab the dragon well before the dragon burnt it alive. There you go. Question number 14 is from Henry.H69. Choice of numbers there, Henry. He says, what is a good hairbrush you recommend for guys? It really depends, again, what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to achieve the type of hair that I have, or you want to smooth out, curl, it depends. There's two different types of brushes that I would kind of recommend, I guess. One of them is like a simplistic sort of vent brush, basically, where you can blast through and blow dry with this brush, or it's this round brush. And I think that these two brushes are pretty good. This one will really help to smooth out the hair and create, you know, like quiffs and volume and movement in the hair. And this one will help to flatten it, and also it can create volume as well. You can smooth it out, lift it with this brush, it will create volume. Whereas this one will allow you, if you've got a little bit more of an aggressive texture, like a curl or something to it, this can allow you to grip the hair more and blow dry the hair through to get it out and smooth it out and stuff. So yeah, I would say one of these two brushes are good. Alright, question number 15. This is again from Alice. She loves it. Unbelievable. She says, who do you think would win a fight between a cow and a sloth? Yeah, I guess if a cow tramples on the sloth's not going to have much chance. So I would go with probably the cow, because sloths are pretty slow moving. It depends, they do have razor sharp nails. I don't know. Hopefully neither of them die from this. Typical Alice question. But I think cow probably. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Question number 16 says, the journey to where, I guess I can't see everyone's names fully if they're long, but this question is, if you weren't a barber, what would you like to be? Wow, that's a really tough question. I don't know. What would I like to be if I wasn't a barber? I mean, I thoroughly enjoy doing hair. I love doing hair, so I don't really see myself being anything else. But if I really had to choose, I don't know. So difficult. I'd love to be a musician or something like that, maybe. That'd be really cool. Yeah, let's go with that. I'll be a musician. Musician's cool, right? Let's do that. Okay. Question number 17 is from Charlie CH4L13 _402 _. Creative, I like it. says, when did you start your business? With the OK punch and flames emoji. I started my business in 2013. That was just after I left TG. I started the London Barber, and so I've been doing this now for sort of like 5 years or so. It's been really good fun, but yeah. 2013 was when I started the London Barber officially, in October of 2013. So it really kicked off 2014, but I started it in 2013. This is from my friend Joby, who's completely bald, by the way. I'd just like to point this out, he's bald. That's right, Joby, you're bald. And he asks, how can I get my hair like yours? You can't, mate, because you're bald. But if you have a hair system put on, then maybe you could. Let's discuss. But you can't because you're bald. So, but if you did want to get hair like mine, it would have to be extremely straight. I have very Asian-like hair, I suppose, is the best way to explain it. It's very dead straight, thick and coarse. And you would need to get it cut shorter at the sides and keep it longer on top. And then you can get hair like mine. Alright? Baldy. When's your next haircut video being uploaded? And this is from Reese Astil. It's like castle without the C. I'd be honest with you, the footage that I filmed with Joe, unfortunately, schoolboy error, my battery ran out on my camera. I hadn't realised that I hadn't charged it. Big massive schoolboy error. I managed to lose basically the opportunity to film that whole entire haircut. I do have some of it, so I will add it into another video. And so you can see the first bit before the camera died. I'll add that into a video so you can see it. But yeah, I probably will start filming haircut videos again. I think you guys will really enjoy, or at least I hope you do, enjoy the kind of podcast style haircut videos, and I've really enjoyed doing them. So I'm going to try to do them with as many people as I can, whether they're famous or not, where I'll cut their hair and then you guys can hear the conversation that we have, and we'll talk about different subjects and so on. Alright, so it's coming soon. I'll do it as soon as I can. Technically this is not a question, this is just from Ollie Bailey 213. He says, you're cool with you are cool. Thanks Bailey, I appreciate that, mate. Good man. This is from Arctic Sug. A cold Joe, basically. My favourite brand of wellies. Do you mean like Wellington boots? I don't even wear Wellington boots, to be honest with you. I have no reason or need for them, but I suppose if I had to buy a pair, the first brand that comes to mind is Hunter, but that's only because they're literally the only brand of Wellington boots that I know of, which is quite sad, but I probably would buy them. I don't know. I don't really wear wellies. Again from Arctic Sug, the cold Joe basically, they say, my favourite flavour of soup. Good question. I tell you what, I really like. I recently had pea and ham soup at a wedding with croutons in, and I have to say it was fantastic. So that's currently my new favourite. But I do also like chicken soup and mushroom soup as well. This is from Daylight Sug. So a very bright and airy daytime Joe. You guys all use these names as your Instagram handles, it's brilliant. Okay, so basically this question is Joe Sugg a nice person in real life? Yes, of course he is. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, Joe. He's good fun. What you see on YouTube and on TV and stuff like that is exactly Joe who he is. He's got a great personality. He's a top lad. And yeah, he's the type of guy that you would do anything for, because he's a really nice fella. Alright, so there you have it. He is a very nice person. What are my favourite clippers to use? To be honest, I have a few different clippers that I like, but the main ones that I'm kind of using currently, I have two different types of clippers that I like to use. I mean, I like to use cordless clippers, and when I use cordless clippers, I will generally use this, which is the cordless, the Wahl Cordless Senior, and I use this clipper because it's very powerful and it's got a good weight to it, and it allows me to be able to cut through bulk and fade and do all those things. If I'm steady and I'm not going anywhere and I can use it, I'll always use this as well. I love this. This is the Babyliss FX880. This is a great clipper. The only problem I have with this particular clipper is that the motor inside of this is so powerful, pivot motor, that it actually gets a little bit hot. So I use this to remove bulk and do clipper over comb and stuff like that with, and then I'll switch over to the Wahl clipper to finish off with the fade process majority of the time. And my favourite trimmer is also the Supermoto trimmer. Okay, so this was the Supermoto clipper, and this is the Supermoto trimmer, and these are both by Babyliss. Okay, Babyliss Pro, and I have to say this is fantastic. I absolutely love this trimmer. So there you have it. They are my favourite two clippers. I am actually waiting on getting this clipper in without the cord, in the cordless version. I'm really super excited about that. So once I get that, I'll probably end up putting this Wahl Cordless Senior to bed, because I probably won't need it anymore, but we'll see. But yeah, they are my favourite clippers. Alright, so there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Some quick fire questions. If you do have questions for me, either DM them to me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Messenger me through the London Barber Facebook page. If you have questions that you'd like me to answer, please do feel free to message me, or you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick them up and I'll answer those questions in another video. If you'd like me to do this again, let me know. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe to the channel. Massive majority of the viewers that I have of my channel, they're actually not subscribed to my channel. So, you know, help me out, hit the subscribe button, and like the video, give it a thumbs up if that's what you want to do. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It's, you know, it really helps me. And I will see you in another video, which will hopefully be this week. Alright, see you later, and bye bye.